told you, but something happened to me when I went to Oregon, and they were so excited about the translation and the people in Gresham, but I couldn't give them anything. I couldn't give them like a phone app or anything. You know, they just have to wait. You know. And then I'm looking at the projection, because the computer looks at how much work we've done in the last 6 years. And it said, okay, at that rate, we'll be done in 2028. You know. Based on how fast we've been working, we'll finish in 2028. There are 31,000 verses in the Bible, right? 31,000. Big books like Psalms. And this is not like this little, 200-page novel. You know, you pick up a Bible and it has 2,500 words in it, right? I mean, you can look at the page number, right? It's like 3,000 pages, right? The Bible, big, right? So I'm thinking, how can we move faster? What can we do to move faster? And I had this picture, I don't know why, of a tank, you know, like a military tank. But I'm thinking about 2028, and I'm pushing this tank. Gonna move, you know, and I'm like, man, how can we move this faster? We have to work hard. I need to work harder. And I told the people at TIU, I said that I probably don't want to teach next semester. I want to focus on this project. But they said we're missing these two are in Germany, and this one guy is sick, and they might really need me. They might need me to teach in, you know. So I'm not sure, but I might try to, because I really think we should get moving. So when I gave you that piece of paper and it had the 6 stages, I think everyone has that, except maybe you two, yeah. And okay, what will be the bottleneck? What will slow us down? And I think the thing that will slow us down is stage 5. Because every book has to go through a consultant check with Peter Knopf. And that means I need to meet with him, and we need to go through, and he has to make time. That will slow us down. So how do we get moving with this book? How do we get moving? So right now, in Guam, I'm working on stage 4 and 5 on the book of John. So we've almost done, I think that, you have this one, right? I think that you two don't have it, yeah? Okay, so anyway, I have a couple more copies you can do. So then, what I want to do is meeting with Peter. So in Guam, we're going to finish up John. When I come back in March, and so I'm thinking now I need to come back in March. I have too much going on in February. But if I come in January, you guys will not have done anything because you had Leonali and Christmas, right? So I was talking to them about maybe coming March 14th. If there's nothing on the calendar for the UCCP at that time. So I'm hoping that everyone will finish their assignments when I come back, right? And then I can give you more assignments, right? So when I come back, I want to have John done in the 4th stage and 5th stage. I'll have Matthew done 3rd stage, and I'll be working on Matthew in the 4th stage. That means I'm going to be hungry for Mark or Luke. Now, I still haven't connected with Kapili. I don't know if he has done like the whole thing or half or 0. I still haven't talked to him about Mark. So I'm looking to Matthew, to Luke. Okay, we'll skip Mark, we'll do Luke. So So I'm really looking, Bruce, to your team to be done with flute when I come back. Because I'm gonna be hungry for it. I wanna move. I wanna move through Luke. I wanna move through Acts. I wanna move through Mark. I wanna move fast. I wanna start moving fast. I was thinking 2019 would be the year of our translation, and now I'm thinking, well, maybe 2020. We're gonna get a lot done. 2020. I really want to move Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts. I want to move through these books. That means we need to finish the second draft, second stage. That's a priority. So, Nanakin, you agreed to get, I gave him 22, 23, 24 of Luke to do, and you and Daxton are doing
I'm
everything
doing
else?
5
No.
to 7,
5 to 7,
and he's doing 13 to 15.
and I'm going to do in Guam, I'm going to have, I think, Serena, Jim do 18, 19, and 20.
Okay.
You know, make a printout for her, and she can work with whoever she wants to on that. So I'm hoping that we can start moving fast. I really want to start moving fast. Faster. I love it. And but I just feel, and I have the phone app for anyone. With the whole Bible, everything we have right now, the Old Testament, New Testament, I have a phone app I can give you, only the translators, right? I've given a few of you this already. I want to eventually have one that we can go public with, maybe with Matthew and John on it. Maybe with, that we can give to anyone. Your friends, your high schoolers, whatever. And then, maybe next year we'll have something. But I really want to move. So also I'm thinking this summer of coming for 6 to 8 weeks and maybe trying to go to P-Lab and working with all of you or 2 teams like every week, maybe every Friday night, maybe twice a week, I don't know. We start moving through this stuff, and maybe my family will come for part of the time. So I really want us to move through, because one from Pastor Tony said that, will we be alive in 2028? I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. So maybe we can do it faster than that. Maybe we can be done by 2024. If we move faster, maybe. 2028 is still good. Ingham Rangi took 17 years. Duporo, they finished the New Testament in 1984, and now they're finishing their Old Testament like this year. Like 30 years later.
They didn't have the technology like we do. So we shouldn't keep comparing with them.
And I don't want to lose to the Mochalis. But it's okay if they beat us. That's great. They need the Bible more than we do. No, just kidding. No, but they might beat us too. It doesn't matter. We pray for them and they pray for us. And that's my other responsibility. Is that I'll be consulting for the Mochalis, so I'll be reviewing their work too. Okay. So any questions or comments? Rebuttal?
Yeah, just want to be clear. So, all the assignments that you've given out on this trip must be completed by March 14th. Okay.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have a suggestion that I just want to ask my colleagues here if they can. I don't know how often we meet last time previously, and how consistent it was. But I just want to ask if we can, like, we all have assignments, but then can we meet once a month to update just us? Because one is doing his work, and then we wait for your next trip. Then when you come, there's nothing. But if we meet like once a month to update us where we are, until maybe till summer, we do this like every month. Just come together, and if we, if someone has questions or need assistance on some words, or then who can help out.
If you guys are doing hard books like Jeremiah and Psalms, then you might have questions about how should we translate this word and stuff. And you can help each other. You can even come together and work. Pastor is working on Romans 9 and 16, and it's like you almost have to redo it, right? So it's like, if you met, you could work with Tony, and you guys could translate together. You could be working together. Or we did have an idea once of having a Muslim team and a Gentile team and a Man team, where they would meet and they would help each other, work together in a smaller group. You could do that too.
That's why I asked the question. How often was
in the past?
I
think it was like bi-weekly or monthly. Yeah.
Because it's bi-weekly or weekly, then people would get tired of coming. But if you say once a month or once in 2 months, we will ask the questions we have and update all of us on where we are on our assignment to keep us going. But if we keep on waiting for your next trip, then some of us won't, maybe someone like me, will never, if I have this little time, I might say, I'll wait a little bit and then,
But I know you are all, you love God, you love the Bible, you're responsible in your work, in your families, in your churches, so this is like the last straw, right? It's like a bridge too far sometimes, like kind of down the line. So there's no, I'm not angry at anyone or anything, and like, and for me right now, like Acts, and Silver Rose has the book of Acts, that would be a priority, and Luke, Mark are priorities, so we need, so I'm glad you guys want to work, and another question is, Elizabeth Keller had a couple of answers, and I don't know, I haven't seen her, but
she's not well. She's not well. Yeah. She's not able to.
so that if I'm done with my assignment, I see the first, then I can ask you or someone to ask you to give me some more assignments, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
To give us. You don't have to wait until you come and give us the.
No? You don't have to wait for me. Yeah.
Before we have leaders separate group, so the leaders are the word pushing. We need nobody's happening, and I'll just relax a bit. So we need, people to motivate us to keep working. So the other night, that's why I mentioned that group English is better.
internet gets, especially in Guam, that internet is becoming a really big problem. They're calling it Generation Z. Have you heard of Generation Z? Generation X, those people born between 1964 and 1980, I think. Generation Y is the millennial generation, born between 1980 and 1994. And Generation Z is born from 1995 to 2010. So they're the people in high school going to college. That's the first generation that had a supercomputer in their pocket. There's more technology here than there was on the space shuttle. When the Apollo 11 went to the moon, this has more technology. This has more technology than that all of Apollo 11, right? And do you know what the big sin of Generation Z? Someone tell me what it is? The biggest sin of their generation starts with a P. Pornography. Pornography. They have it on their fingertips, right? You go to Fox News or something, and there's a picture that you shouldn't be looking at. I mean, you go to CNN or whatever, and they're trying to get our kids. And 12% of the internet, 12% of the internet are pornography sites. They're making millions of dollars. They say if you add up all the money in America for the NFL and NBA basketball and baseball, what is that? Baseball. You add it up, it's only half of what the pornography industry is making. You think of the NBA, you think of the Bulls, all the hats, all the shirts they sell, all the millions of dollars they're paying their people, and the pornography is twice as high, and all of that added up. If we want to make money for the Pinglap Bible translation, we could start our own porn site. No, I'm just kidding. But what's that? Is it on, if you Google, all of you use Google, 1 out of 4 searches are for pornography. What kids are looking for? So 1 out of 4 times, you go on Google and you look up the weather and you look up all kinds of stuff, right? But statistically, 1 out of 4 searches are. And YouTube, our kids are listening to YouTube more than to us. We call it University YouTube. You can learn anything. Learn how to fix your car, learn how to fix your refrigerator. But what's sad is that, especially for us, we think that our kids are going to listen to us, but they're shifting to listen to whatever's happening on Facebook or YouTube.
Korean movies.
The current movies. And that's shaping them. Right? Romans 12:2, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Right? So, in Japan, they were making watermelons. Watermelons are round, right? But they were putting them in a plastic box so they could make them square, right? A square watermelon, so they could ship it better. It'd be better for shipping and better for selling more, right? So they were forming the watermelon to be like cubes, right? Right? And then and that's what the world is doing to our kids, right? It wants to conform them. And we need to help them. And one of our biggest tools is the Bible. There's a lot of great Bible apps You know, and I'm talking a lot. You know the number one selling book of all time is the Bible. You know, I think number 2 is one of the Harry Potter books, which is sad to me because I don't really like it. But also coming in behind them, you have Lord of the Rings, which was made by a Christian, and you have The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. You know that story, the Narnia movie? Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Those are like in the top 10. So these books, they sell maybe 100 million copies. You know? If you make a book and you sell 1 million copies, you'll be a millionaire, right? Most people who write a book, they don't make that much money. Right? But like the Da Vinci Code sold like 40 million copies, right? And that was very popular, right? But in 1997, the Bible, in 1 year, 500 million copies. And so, when I looked at the statistics for 2017, I said, how many Bibles in 2017? It was only 100 million. That's still a lot. That's still a lot more than anybody else. Why only 100 million copies of the Bible in 2017? Are people less interested in the Bible? No, actually there's more. The thing is, people are downloading the Bible. YouVersion. That one website, YouVersion, in 2017, had 300 million downloads. 300 million downloads of the Bible. People are still reading the Bible. They're reading it on their phones. That's one reason I like the phone app. Is that people have their phone, so hopefully they'll read the Bible on their phone, right? So one of my motivations is we want to reach our young people, and you do too. It should be, you know, babies, like 1-year-olds, should not be watching anything. Like the age 1, no movies, no cell phones, no games. Like an 8-month-old should have no. This is from the World Health